Thank you so much, Amanda, for recommending this one. I will rock it. I will, because that would be disgusting to put in your armpits, you know? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing my Sephora Vib sale recommendations. I love doing these kinds of videos. I do them every single time Sephora has a sale, which if you didn't know, the sale does start as you're watching this today. Couldn't get the video up earlier. Still recovering from Halloween. Let's just be honest. I love doing these kinds of videos because it kind of lets you know what I've been loving lately and what I definitely recommend that you pick up. I love watching these as well. If you're a creator just like me, please do let me know if you've done a recommendations video. I would love to check it out because I've watched almost every single one that pops up on my timeline. I need recommendations too. I also am planning on doing a wish list type video where I just go through my Sephora loves list or just kind of like fill up my cart, and I'm thinking about making it a live on Monday maybe. So look out for that. It's gonna be coming soon. I am planning on making my purchases throughout next week, maybe even going in person. Maybe I'll do a shop with me in person. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a lot of things I want to pick up, but yeah. But before I get into this video, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. I do tons of videos just like this, and let's get into this video. So before we get into it, I did just want to mention that if you are a little hesitant on what to pick up at the Sephora sale, or you're not sure if you can maybe afford as much as you would like, I did just want to mention that KLARNA is a great way to purchase at Sephora. I use KLARNA for almost everything. It is basically a way to pay in 4 interest-free payments, so you pay every 2 weeks instead of all at once. So basically you can purchase on the day you get paid, for example, and you'll only pay a quarter of that of the price of your cart, and then you'll continue paying every 2 weeks until you're done paying it off. I know not a lot of people like to have that hanging over their head. Honestly, it's how I make some of my bigger purchases like Pat McGrath and things like that. Sephora in the US does offer KLARNA as an option when you check out, when you pay, and it's really simple to sign up. They do have to do a I think it's like a soft credit check or something. I'll have my referral link down below. Now I will make a little bit of a commission off of that. It's not like direct money, it's actually like in gift cards, and that's the cool thing about KLARNA, because the more you use KLARNA, the more gift cards and rewards you get. So they have gift cards for Amazon, Sephora. I actually have used KLARNA so much that I think I have a $30 Sephora gift card waiting for me for this sale. This is not sponsored by them or anything. This is me letting you guys know that if you are like wanting to buy stuff but you're like, I don't want to spend $200 in one go, I totally get that. If you sign up through my link, you will actually get a $5 Amazon gift card or a gift card to wherever you like. If you're interested in that, my link will be down below. No pressure to sign up through my link either. I will make a little something and I would greatly appreciate it, but like this is also, you get a welcome bonus if you use any referral link. So okay, let's get into my recommendations. I think I'm gonna start in the order that I did my makeup today, except for palettes, because I'm gonna do palettes at the end. There's just so many of them. The first thing that I recommend is an eyebrow product. This is from Patrick Ta. This is actually the 4 brows. This is a shaping wax. I haven't tried the ABH brow freeze, so I mean, I don't know if it's better or anything, but I've been using this nonstop since I got it. Also recommend the brush that comes with it. Let me find it. All right, for some reason I cannot find the brush. I have a whole mess in front of me I gotta pick up today. Still recovering from Halloween, like I keep saying. But anyway, the brush, it doesn't come with it. You have to purchase it separately, but I also recommend that, and I was gonna talk about it in this video. I have it linked down below if you're interested. I used to love the ABH brush. I was using that one for years, but then this one came along and I was like, I love you. It's very, very thin and perfect for pomade. I didn't use it today because I didn't use pomade. I only use the spoolie for this. The spoolie is really, really nice because it's very rough and it gets right up in there and it really combs your brows through. I like this because it makes your brows stay in place. Like if you have issues with product leaving your brows, this is perfect for you because it will, like, the product will stay there all day. It will not leave, and it doesn't leave your brows sticky or crunchy, which I really, really like. That was my fear with this product. Super recommend this. I love it so, so much. It's great. Moving on to face products, I'm trying to do maybe 1 or 2 products per category because otherwise we're gonna be here all day. I also have done these videos as many times as there have been sales, and I still recommend the products that I've recommended in the past, so those haven't changed. The last VIB sale, I'm pretty sure for primers I talked about the Tatcha the Silk Canvas, which I still love so, so much, but today I'm going to talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I love this. I got this because I did a collaboration with my friend Amanda Rose, and this is her favorite primer. She uses this as a primer. It goes under foundation. It leaves your foundation looking so smooth and gorgeous and like luminous, and yes, I said smooth because I really do think that this is like magic. There's something in this that makes your skin skin super smooth, and that's what I need. I need a smoothing primer. I need a pore filling primer because I have a lot of texture, but my texture does not show when I use this. This is a very, very pricey product, so if you can get it on sale, I definitely recommend it. They also do have the smaller size, so if you are hesitant and you want to try it, then I definitely recommend checking out the smaller size because you will not be sorry. You'll want to get the big size, trust me. And then I do have another primer I want to talk about. This is the One Size Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer. This is another smoothing primer. It's more pore filling and smoothing probably than this one would be. This one just gives an overall radiance and luminosity to the skin. This is more of a pore filling, so if you have a ton of pores and texture, this one's for you. I think it's great. Like I said, I'm trying to do one per category or two if I have to. For foundation, I actually only have two, but I still just quickly want to recap other ones that I really, really like. I love the Dior Air Flash. I love the Too Faced Born This Way. I love the Makeup Forever HD foundation stick, and I love the liquid foundation too. The HD foundation stick is my favorite of all time. I have a new Makeup Forever foundation that I'm recommending for this video though, and that's the Reboot foundation. I use this in the same video that I keep talking about with Amanda Rose. This is her favorite foundation currently. This is a gorgeous foundation. This foundation is a really gorgeous like satin finish. It's a light to medium coverage. I would say I got it up to a medium coverage today, and it looks super luminous on its own, but with this it's even better. Like it looks so pretty on the skin and super flawless. It doesn't emphasize any texture, and it's just become my go-to lately. Thank you so much, Amanda, for recommending this one. I highly recommend it. I love Makeup Forever foundations in general. I think they do really, really well complexion wise. Okay, so I do also have a powder foundation. I don't remember if I recommended this one in the last VIB sale, but whatever, we're just going to talk about it. This is the One Size Turn Up the Base Versatile Foundation Powder. This can be used as a finishing powder as well, which I have done in the past, but I actually do use this as a powder foundation as well. It gives you a really, really great coverage. It adds that extra level of coverage. I did not use it today. Honestly, I probably wouldn't use this with the Makeup Forever foundation only because this gives like luminosity and it like makes your skin look really nice and satin, and I don't want to change that by putting on a powder. I use this on days where I want my makeup to last a really long time. It's a very nice satin finish, I would say too, but it adds another level of coverage that if you're using like a foundation that you want it to stay light to medium coverage, I wouldn't add this on there. But if you want that extra bit of coverage, this is perfect for you. Again, I also use this as a powder foundation. It's honestly beautiful on the skin and it works really well if you are a powder foundation person. I highly recommend to check this one out. No, I do have two more powders, but I'll get to them after the concealer. I just quickly want to talk about the One Size concealer. That is the concealer that I'm recommending in this video. I really like this concealer. I don't love the color on me. I think that light 3N is a little bit too yellow on me. It's not really that neutral and it's a little too deep for my skin right now when I'm not self-tan. This works when I am self-tan. This is a very full coverage concealer. Like a little goes a long way. If you want less coverage, put a lot less, and blend it out with a sponge rather than a brush because a brush will give you more coverage. I would say this has a soft matte finish, but it does not crease. That's what's amazing about it. It is so smooth under the eyes. I have been loving this so much. I highly recommend it. This is my only concealer that I'm recommending, which is crazy. There's a lot of One Size products in this video. It was totally unintentional, but whatever. I do also have the One Size loose setting powder. This is in translucent. They do offer a tiny size, which I totally am okay with because I will never finish this because I have so many loose setting powders in my collection. Well, honestly, at the rate I'm going, I'm going to finish this very soon because I have been using this so much. It is very, very smoothing under the eyes as well. I used this today under my contour because I did use another powder. Actually, I did bake with this as well. What I do love about this is that, again, it does not emphasize any texture. It is very smoothing under the eyes, but again, I use this all over my T-zone and it is a soft matte finish, so it'll mattify your concealer. I do really like this because it is blurring. I have very, very dry skin, so anything with a matte finish scares me, but this is not so matte that it's drying and it looks cakey under the eyes and it like flakes off. No, no, no. This just makes your concealer look super flawless. I do have one more powder to talk about, and I was almost hesitant to put this in this video because it's from Pat McGrath. This is the Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. Now this is a completely amazing blurring under eye powder. This is a tiny little compact. Let me talk about the packaging. Not a huge fan. It's plastic. It feels very cheap for it being Pat McGrath in all honesty, but I don't really care because it does the job and it's amazing. Pat McGrath has better sales than Sephora does. So if you're gonna pick up any Pat McGrath, I would recommend to check and see if her sale that she was just having is still going on. I'm not 100% sure if it's still going on. If it is still going on, I would take advantage of that one if you want like the majority Pat McGrath stuff from Sephora. Honestly, she probably will have another Black Friday sale sale. Now, the only things that won't be on sale are the newer palettes and the newer things in her line. So that'll include some things I'm going to talk about later on in this video where you would want to take advantage during the Sephora sale. This you don't have to get at Sephora. It's a great under eye setting powder though. Very, very blurring, very smoothing. It also brightens quite a bit. This is the light shade. It's not translucent, so it does brighten quite a bit. My favorite setting powder of all time is the Fenty Beauty Loose Setting Powder. I really like that one a lot and I still do, but I have recommended it so many times that I just don't feel the need to recommend it again. It's still one of my favorites though, just putting that out there. I have one bronzer only, which is crazy. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, this is the ABH cream bronzer. I really like this bronzer. This is in the shade Amber. The only thing I don't love about this bronzer is the shade. I wish they had more neutral options. This is quite warm for me, so it's an actual bronzer. I wouldn't use this to contour. I use it today. I did not use any other bronzer, so I'm just very, very overall warm today. Like almost too warm for my liking, I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay. I do really like the formula of this a lot. It is very, very creamy, but it blends with ease and it just like melts into the skin so beautifully. I do have a couple of face palettes I want to talk about, and the first is so highly coveted. Okay, this is the Patrick Ta blush palette. I highly recommend this. I was gonna review this on my channel, but of course it launched in October when I was extremely busy with Halloween looks, so I couldn't do it. I have the She's So LA blush, and it's just like this. It's a duo. You get a cream and a powder in the individual ones. This keeps going in and out of stock. If it comes back in stock, like literally add it to your cart and check out right away. Don't even think about it. I would get this even at full price. I did buy this at full price. I don't really care, and I think it's worth the money full price, but if you can get it during the sale, like seriously get it. Now, if there's a shade in the individual blushes, as in the duos that are individual, then I would recommend picking that up too. I love She's So LA. It reminds me quite a bit of this one over here, which is She's Baked, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's quite like a terracotta kind of color, I guess. I really like that one as well, and I have recommended that one in my past VIB sale recommendation videos, so I do really like it. I love the formula. These cream blushes are so easy to use. They are very pigmented though, so the first time you use them you might be like, holy crap, what did I do? I look like a clown now. So be careful with it. Take a light hand, use a sponge to blend it out if you need to. I love these shades. I love that this palette is catered toward a multitude of skin tones because this will work really well on darker complexions as well. If you're fair like me, just know that you can make it work. You just have to take a very, very light hand. It's such a great palette, and I love the powder formula as well. I even loved his original powder formula before he came out with the duos. I think Patrick Ta does great blush products. Now, I was gonna recommend the Pat McGrath blushes individually, but then I was like, I have this bad boy. I have not even used it yet, but I will tell you that I know that I'm gonna love this. So this is the blush and highlighter palette. Now, this is something that won't be on sale at Pat McGrath, so you might want to take advantage of the Sephora sale and pick it up if you can. I did get the deeper one because I wanted these blushes so badly. This one has Love Struck Paradise Venus, and the highlighter is Venus Nectar, which I would have recommended in this video as well, the individual shade, but they actually don't sell the individual at Sephora. For whatever reason, they don't. If you can get the palette instead of getting them individually, do it, because honestly, you won't be sorry. These blushes, the formula is amazing. I love these shades. Honestly, you might think you're crazy, you're so fair, how are you gonna rock that? And I will rock it. I will. These are two shades that I wanted the individual blushes for, and I'm just really happy that she put them in a palette. I believe this is limited edition, so I would jump on it, and if you can get it on sale, that's even better. I haven't used these yet though. You know what, I'm gonna take this with me. I'm leaving to New York tomorrow. I'm going for the weekend. We're gonna go watch a Broadway musical. I'm very, very excited, and I might take this with me because I haven't used it yet, and I might as well have everything in one palette. It's very convenient for travel, you know? I actually have two highlighter palette recommendations. This is the Dior Backstage highlighter palette. This is the Glow Face palette in the shade Universal. It's got a variety of options here. You've got a white, you've got a champagne shade, like a more bronze gold shade, and a pink shade. And this is perfect if you're a makeup artist. I don't have this in my kit currently. I use it only on myself. This is such a beautiful formula. It's what I use today. I mix the white and the champagne shade. Most of the time that's what I do because I don't like an icy highlight, so I'll never use the white alone. But I also think that this is kind of too deep for my skin tone the way it is now. I really do love this palette, and I think it's worth the money full price, but if you can get it on sale, it's even better because Dior is really pricey. Dior never goes on sale. Rarely ever happens. What I love about these highlights is that they don't emphasize texture though. I just really love this highlighter palette a lot. If you're a freelance makeup artist like me, I recommend this Danessa Myricks Lightwork palette. I did buy this at the last sale because I was like, I want to take advantage of that. This has, again, a multitude of options here, and I use this in my kit. I also use it on myself, of course, sanitizing properly in between uses, of course. I just love these two shades once again. I would say that this is a better value because it does cost around the same amount. You get bigger pan sizes in the Danessa Myricks. If you're a freelance makeup artist, it's perfect for you. I'm gonna have to sanitize this because I do want to swatch It is quite a bam in your face highlight. I would say it's more smooth than the Dior one. Just look at that, it's so pretty. It's just a lot more smooth on the skin and it just gives like an overall sheen. I have one individual blush to talk about. This is the Tarte Breezy Cream Blush. I did get this in the Sephora favorites set like I keep talking about. I do believe that they sell these smaller sizes as well. It would be worth it to get the big one during the sale. Anyway, this is the shade Peach Sunset. When I use this in my testing new makeup from Sephora, which I will have up in the eye if you're interested in watching it, I was pleasantly surprised at this. I think that this cream blush is absolutely stunning. It is very, very smooth on the skin. It's super easy to apply. I also really love the shade. It's very nice for every day. It's perfect for my skin tone. It's very easy to blend out. It doesn't leave any patchiness or any weirdness on the skin, but it is so like emollient. It's probably one of the most emollient cream blushes I've ever tried, but it's so beautiful on the skin. Again, very easy to apply. It just like gives you a subtle flush of color. It can be pretty pigmented, so again, take a light hand. I think I took way too much the first time I applied it, but I've been using this nonstop. Yeah, let's talk about lip products first because I want to do palettes at the end. I have 2 lip liners, and I do believe I've talked about both of these in the past. But this is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude. This is a gorgeous everyday shade. When you first swatch it, you're like, oh, that's a little warm. I don't know, it swatches a little bit warm than it applies, more warm than it applies on the lips. But to me, it's like a very great your lips but better, like my lips but better kind of shade. The formula is really, really nice. It's not too creamy, but it's also not hard. So it glides on very easily. It doesn't get that like lifting thing that happens at the edge of your lips either, which I really, really like. I think it's worth it to get these more higher end lip products during the sale. This one's $22. The next I'm talking about is $28, $29, but look at how much I love it. It used to be pretty much this size, okay? This is the Pat McGrath lip liner in the shade, what's it called? Contour. This is a very nice, like, if you want like that darker lip liner with a lighter lip color in the middle, then I recommend this one. Actually, they kind of look very similar when you swatch them. This is just a little bit more deep. I really like the formula of Pat McGrath lip liners. They do run out really quickly though because they are quite creamy. I wouldn't say they're as creamy as like ColourPop lip liners, but they're up there. Like, it's very, very creamy. They don't make a mess. It's just very easy to use. You do have to sharpen them quite often though because of this, and that's why you run out a little bit faster. I actually just have 2 lipsticks. I'll start with the one that I'm wearing on my lips today. This is from Natasha Denona. This is the I Need a Nude lipstick in the shade Maria. This is a very like scary kind of shade. Like, if you look at it, it's like really, really peachy light, but when you pair it with the lip liner that I did use today, which was the Pat McGrath contour one, which is much deeper, it creates this gorgeous ombre effect. I love the formula of this. It is very, very soft. It gives like a really nice sheen. It's gorgeous. It just makes your lips look super healthy. I love this ombre effect. This has been my go-to lip combo lately. The other lip product I did want to mention is also from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the shade Very Victoria. I did buy this at the last sale. I really like the matte formula. I don't think it's drying. It's a very, very creamy formula. I like this shade, especially for like fall, because it's like a little bit more of a deeper kind of nude shade. Again, not drying at all. It's very, very creamy and it doesn't emphasize your lips texture if that's something that you worry about. It's not 100% transfer proof either because it's a really, really creamy formula. It's matte, but it's not like a drying matte. Really, really like this lipstick. Okay, I do have an eyeliner to talk about. Where did it go? Okay, I found them. This is from Patrick Ta. This is the Precision Gel Liner. I have the shade Black and I also have the shade Cream. I like a cream eyeliner for like an everyday look. It really opens up the eyes. What I really like about this is usually I like sharpenable pencils, I'm not gonna lie. This is a twist up, but it's super nice. It's creamy, but not too creamy in the sense that you're gonna like run out in like an instant. It's kind of more of a harder formula, honestly, but still creamy at the same time, if that makes any sense. I use the Black today. It's gorgeous, and the best part about the Black is that it doesn't give you the raccoon eyes at the end of the day. Raccoon eyes. I said raccoon. That sounds so weird, right? Did I say that wrong? Anyway, oh my gosh, the word has lost all meaning. Okay, the best part, like I said though, is that it doesn't smudge on your lower lash line, which is exactly what I look for in an eyeliner, so I love that one so much. I do have one mascara recommendation, and that is the new Rare Beauty mascara. They did send this over to me, which I'm so grateful for, but I've been loving it. It gives your lashes like a gorgeous curl, and this is like an extreme volume mascara. The applicator is kind of fat kind of thing, and it really coats every single lash. It gives great volume. It separates your lashes. It doesn't lengthen as much as I would like, so it doesn't do like the trifecta, but it is a great mascara, and I think it's a great price point as well. And honestly, I love Rare Beauty a lot. Like, I love Selena. Now we get into palettes. This is terrifying. This is actually terrifying. I think I'll start with the palette that's on my eyes, and that's the Mini Metropolis palette. I think this is such a cute little gift set. It comes, let me see, I still have the box here. It comes in a box like this. This was actually my first day using it because I have the Metropolis palette. If you have the Metropolis palette, you do not need this. Every single one of these are repeat shades, and I believe 4 of them are found in Metropolis and 1 is found in Biba. I really didn't need this. I think it's a cute gifting idea. I think it's a cute stocking stuffer. It does come with a brush. It's like a cute little fluffy brush. I used it on the first transition shade today, so it is kind of like a cute little stocking stuffer. I do believe it's limited edition, but again, if you own Metropolis, you don't need it. Let's go in order of like wearable. I love this palette. This is the Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl palette. I gave this a 5-star review. They come out with these palettes every single year. A lot of people complain that it's the same colors over and over again. It's very, very similar to one another. I do like the formula in here. I think it's fantastic. If you're looking for an everyday palette, this is your girl. And it's also the most affordable palette I'm going to talk about today. Next, I have to recommend this one, okay? This is the Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey palette. Let me take it out of its packaging. While I don't like this as much as the Celestial Divinity from last year, I still really enjoyed it, and I did give it a 5-star review. It is a great palette. It's not the same quality as the Mothership palette, so if you're gonna get something from the sale, maybe consider getting a Mothership palette. But wait. The Mothership palettes are all on sale at Pat McGrath when she does do a sale. Utopian Dream is officially now included in the sales. So if you want to pick up a Mothership palette, I would wait till Pat McGrath sales because she does 20 to 30%. And if you're a VIB at Sephora, you only get 15% off, so it's not as much. But the Celestial Odyssey palette will not be on sale at Pat McGrath. So this is something that you should take advantage of. If this is a color story you enjoy, you've been, oh my gosh, I want this, but I'm not sure, I say go for it. I think the shimmers on here are gorgeous. I wish there were more mattes, and I did say that in my review. I'll have my review up in the eye if you want to watch it. It has a great formula. There's a bunch of different textures in here. There's so many fun colors. This is $78, so definitely take advantage of the sale if you were looking at getting that palette, because I think you will love it. I was going to talk about Utopian Dream, but then I remembered Pat McGrath does better sales. But if you're just like not wanting to order from Pat McGrath, she has had shipping issues in the past. To me, it never is an issue because I think she just like has her warehouse is really, really close to me. This is a gorgeous palette. This is Utopian Dream. This is probably the most colorful out of all of them, the most bright color. Let's talk about the newest palette in my collection, and the video that's up before this is my review on this palette. I have used this enough to recommend it. This is the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. I love this palette. If this is your vibe, if you like the purpley pinks, the blue, a lot of these metallics have a blue shift. If you like that, then you will love this palette. I think the quality in here is amazing. This is made in Italy, so it has like, you know, better quality. I don't like the Obsessions palettes as much. They're made in China. They're not as, I don't know, they're not as curated, I feel like, as these. These are so special. It's $67, so definitely take advantage. This is a day old in my collection. A day. One day, but I've done 3 looks and I've used it enough. I've used every single shade in here to tell you that every single shade is amazing. You might be thinking, well, that looks a lot like Natasha Denona Retro. I did do a little bit of comparisons in my review video, and I will say that this is not my favorite palette, but I am recommending it to you guys if you like a more subtle look. If you like burgundy tones, then you'll love this palette a lot. If you like subtle looks, you'll like this palette. This was not for me because the shimmers are very, very lackluster in my opinion. I prefer the Rose Quartz over this. While they are similar, they're not like identical for sure, and I like the formula of this one a lot more. I do like it, and I will recommend it to those of you, like I said, that like a more subtle look. I did just want to recommend the Circle Loco palette. This is the $129 price point, which is crazy. Now these are crazy colors. You have to really like color to like this palette. This is a great palette if you like color. The formula in here is fantastic. I find myself looking at this palette and feeling inspired to create looks with color, which I generally don't have an issue with. Like, I always create looks with color, but this is a fun palette, and if you like these colors, I highly recommend to get it on sale because this is an expensive palette. Now this is my #1 recommendation from the Natasha Denona palette existence, I guess. This is the Lila palette, and here's why. There are rumors that she will no longer be selling this palette once it's out of stock. This is one of the newest palettes in my collection from Natasha Denona, and I did pick it up because I was afraid that I did not want that FOMO. If you don't want that FOMO, if you're a collector, I would pick this up now. There are a couple of repeat shades from Retro, a few mattes, and I think a couple of the shimmers. It is the thought that the Retro palette is going to be like replacing Lila. I personally like Lila a lot more because it has the purples in there. The purples are so fun. I'm just like a purple girl at heart, honestly. So if you can get this one, it is still in stock. I checked this morning. I would definitely recommend to get it. It might be one that sells out, and once it sells out, I don't know if she's going to bring it back. It has sold out a few times and then she's brought it back. I don't know. It is just a rumor, in all honesty. We're not 100% certain that it's going to be completely sold out. I also bought the gold palette because there were rumors that she's not bringing that one back, and it came back in stock, and then currently it is out of stock. But if you did want the gold palette and it somehow comes back in stock, I recommend picking that one up too. Okay, that's all the palettes. Oh my gosh, now we just have like skincare and perfume. I don't really want to like talk too much about skincare because everyone has different needs in their skincare, right? I did just want to mention that the Wishful, this is the Huda Beauty skincare line. The Thirst Trap Juice is so nice. This has hyaluronic acid, peptides, and aloe. The aloe soothes the skin, and the peptides, they reduce the appearance of fine lines. And then hyaluronic acid is like the #1 great ingredient if you have dry skin. Honestly, this is super hydrating. I love using a hyaluronic acid serum. This is my second bottle of this. I think I recommended this in my last video, but I don't care. I'm gonna recommend it again. This is the Kopari Coconut Crush Scrub. I love the scrub so much. Like, oh my gosh. It smells so good. It smells like coconut, but like sweet, but like not too sweet that it's like disgusting. It has very finely milled particles. It leaves like a level of hydration. It's almost like you get out of the shower and you had already put lotion right when you get out of the shower, even though you haven't put on lotion yet. You know what I mean? It really just exfoliates. It gets rid of the dead skin. It makes your skin feel so soft. Okay, I talk about this in every single recommendations video, but I gotta talk about it again, okay? This is the Bum Bum Cream. This is the Biggie Bum Bum Cream. This is only sold a couple times a year. I did already pick up another one because I'm almost running out. This lasts me from one VIB sale to the next usually, so I'm gonna have this for a while, the new one that I have. This is very expensive, but again, you don't have to buy it for many months, whereas the little one, like the normal size, is about half of this, and you have to buy it way more often. If you haven't smelled it, just do me a favor and go inside a Sephora and sniff it, and you will not be sorry. It is a little strong for some people. Like, I know my friend Ariana hates it. She hates it. She's like, it smells like shit. To me, it smells like the most heavenly smell on earth. It smells like coconut. It smells like summer in a cream. I don't care what time of year it is, I'm using this. I use this every single day. When I get out of the shower, I just put this on when my body's still a little bit wet so that it kind of like really absorbs. But it is a very thin cream. It's not like a very thick cream that it takes a while to absorb. No. I love that it makes my skin feel so soft. I cannot hype this up enough. I talk about it way too much. I'm like obsessed. It's a problem. This is the Sol de Janeiro Rio Deo. So this is a deodorant. This is aluminum free. It's a natural deodorant, but it has a little bit of the bum bum scent. It's not like crazy bam in your face kind of scent, because that would be disgusting to put in your armpits, you know. But it is a really nice deodorant, and the best part is that it actually works. I have a huge BO problem. I talk about it a lot on my channel. Sometimes I become immune to deodorants, so I'll have to switch to a different one and then come back to this. This is a stick. This is done, so you're not going to be able to see it. It's a stick and it works really well, and it's a natural deodorant and doesn't have aluminum, which is amazing. I love it. I did just quickly want to mention Forever Mood candles because they are available at Sephora. Not everything is available at Sephora. Right now I have We Not Linking burning behind the camera. It smells so good. It smells like fall. I do believe that one's available in a set at Sephora. They are quite unique scents that you're not going to find at like Bath and Body Works or Yankee Candle or anything like that. I love supporting fellow influencers, so I had to support Jackie, and I bought like some fall scents from her. Definitely recommend going to Sephora and smelling them. They are in some Sephora stores. I was at my local Sephora yesterday and I saw them there. Okay, I have a couple of perfume recommendations for you guys. The newest perfume in my collection is Skylar Vanilla Sky. I actually picked this up with my last fragrance. I got the Sephora Favorites fragrance, and with that you get a scent card and you can trade it in for a full size fragrance, which is amazing. I chose this one. I actually picked it up yesterday, but I did use the entire tube of the tester, so I knew I would love it. This is a very heavy vanilla scent, but I really like it. It is $85. The notes are cappuccino, pure vanilla, and caramelized cedar, so it's a warm and spicy scent. I would say if you like vanilla scents, you'll really like this, but it's not just pure vanilla. It has like a spice to it. You definitely smell the cappuccino as well, and you definitely smell the cedar. This is Dior Miss Dior. I love this one. I wish I had gotten the bigger one, to be honest. I did buy this in the Sephora Vib sale last year. This is my fancy occasion scent. It has pink pepper in the notes, which I love. It has floral in the notes. I hate floral, which is weird, okay? It's got lily of the valley, centifolio rose, and soft musk. I think it's the musk that I really like. It smells so good though. It's like a sweet floral musky scent. Definitely recommend it. Such a nice scent. I love it. Okay, so I think that's everything that I wanted to recommend to you guys. Please let me know what you're gonna pick up during the sale. I would love to know. Let me know what you recommend for me to pick up. Again, I want to do a wish list video. I love these kinds of videos. It's my favorite time of year. Holiday season and makeup is literally the best time, honestly. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I love the Dior. Okay, so I do also have a powder. What? But I actually do use this as a powder. What? This is such a great formula of a. This has quickly become my favorite formula for a. The dogs keep barking. Why? Shut up. So I love supporting fellow.